stood in front of your closet and felt like nothing in here feels like me anymore? That moment, that quiet disconnect is exactly how IS.U was born. And now it's what this podcast is all about. Welcome to Wear Your Story, a space for conversations that are as real as your reflection. I am Rashi Menda, the founder of IS.U. So here's the truth. I didn't start IS.U because I wanted to be in fashion. I started it because I wanted to feel like myself again. Life had changed. I'd become a mom. My body had shifted. I was growing into new versions of myself. Nothing in my wardrobe reflected that. Everything I owned, like it belonged to an older version of me. And the new options out there, they expected me to bounce back, shrink down, or blend in. I wasn't interested in any of that. What I needed was a brand that met me where I was, that understood growth, softness, strength, and obviously real life. And when I couldn't find it, I created it. That's how IS.U came to life, because the most powerful thing I could wear is me. And the most powerful thing you can wear is you. IS.U isn't about trends. We don't design to keep up with fashion weeks. We design to keep up with our lives. Whether you are starting over, starting something new, or just starting to feel more like yourself, we are here for those moments in between. The ones no one talks about. The ones that change everything. The ones that make you ask, who am I now? And what do I even wear for that? Our clothes are not about fitting in. They're about fitting you. And we design for all of you. The emotional, the evolving, the sometimes bold, sometimes lost version of you. Because that version, she doesn't need fixing. She just needs clothes that get her. That's what IS.U is. And that's who it is for. I recently came across something so fascinating. A shape recovering liquid. No matter how much it's moved or shaken up, it returns to its original form. That really stuck with me. Because honestly, isn't that what we are all doing? We stretch, we evolve, we get pulled in hundreds of directions. But somehow we always find a way back to ourselves. That's what IS.U is meant to do. To move with you, to support you in, whatever shape you are in, mentally, physically, emotionally. To remind you, you're allowed to change and maybe still belong in your clothes. Why I started this podcast, or why this podcast rather exists? I didn't just want to create a brand. I wanted to create a space somewhere we could talk about what happens behind the clothes. In this podcast, I'll be speaking to women, stylists, founders, artists, people from all walks of life about how style evolves with identity. We'll talk about dressing after a body change, about growing out of trends, and maybe into your own voice, about inspiration, confidence, staying relevant and staying true. It's not about fashion tips. It's about real life dressing for the real life you. Honestly, this is my first time doing this, talking to you like this, putting myself out there without filters or edits. But that's the whole point, right? To show up as you are and to own your story, even the messy parts, I guess. So thank you for being here. This podcast, this brand, and this journey is you. And I can't wait to share what's coming next. And please don't forget to follow and share this with someone who's in the middle of their own reinvention. And remember, your wardrobe isn't just what you wear. It's who you are becoming.